There's one that says, I hate Anthony Bridgerton. Listen, Linda. Hey guys, it's Angelina and welcome back to my channel. I have been perusing around booktube and I have found a lot of content creators have been posting videos of them reacting to one-star reviews on Goodreads of their favorite books. So I thought, that sounds like fun time. For you guys, not for me. I'll be in internal turmoil, but hey, it makes for entertainment value, so you're welcome. But some of the books that I picked for today are All My Rage by Sabaa Tahir. Then we also have Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I also have The Stationery Shop by Marjan Kamali. And then I have The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I have A Man Called Ube by Frederick Bachman, I Can't Love Me by Julia Quinn. Now, I don't want to hear it, okay? I know this book is problematic, but I just have an emotional connection with this book, okay? So keep your opinions to yourself. I don't want to hear it. I don't. Yeah, these are going to be all the books that I'm going to check out on Goodreads for one-star reviews. Okay, so let's start with All My Rage by Sabaa Tahir. I just hope it doesn't fill me with rage. Young people spinning in the direction of their future without adult care, direction, or even acknowledgement. Depressing. Listen, Linda, some people have depressing lives, okay? I was going to purchase this book from Amazon after all the positive reviews I saw, but I decided to read the first chapter that Amazon offered before I did. I'm so glad I read it in advance because I would have wasted my money on the full purchase. I could barely get through the pages. Nothing in this book was appealing, and the characters read like non-Muslim, and this was marketed as Muslim. The blurb, prologue, and the first chapter didn't match up either. Sorry, but this book is not as good as everyone claims it to be. Happy to see more diverse authors, but hyping up a poorly written story doesn't help anyone, except for the author of the said poorly written book, I guess. You read one freaking chapter, you didn't even read the entire book, and you're giving it a 1 star based on the one freaking chapter. Like, how is that fair? That's not fair. That is absolutely not fair. Reads one freaking chapter, rates 1 star. Goodness gracious. DNF at 47%. I am reading a lot right now, and this is the one thing that is just not holding my attention. I'm sad to say because I know it is so popular, but I just didn't care about any of the characters. Okay, I guess that's fair if you can get invested into it. That's, yeah. No hard feelings. So let's move on to the next book. So the next book is something I hold near and dear to my heart. It's Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. And I'm kind of terrified to see the bad reviews, but you know what? Let's just dive right in. I was late to the reading party for the 2015 YA fantasy Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, but I can officially state that I have caught up with the word of mouth hype machine for this novel and have read every page. Though I am 1 starring this book, I can completely understand why this best-selling novel is so beloved, has such an active fan base, and why Leigh Bardugo is such a powerhouse author in the YA industry. Oh wow, this is a chunky... Okay, I'm not gonna read the entirety of this, okay? This will take the entire video, like, no. This book is so overhyped. Excuse me? What do you mean overhyped? Oh my gosh, I just saw another one. It says 465 pages of crap. Too complex writing, names, places, and characters to read. I don't want to be shaming you, but maybe like stick to your grade level. Someone just wrote meh and rated it 1 star. We cannot be friends. Another one made it to about page 130 before giving up. I hated all the characters. The characters were the best part. Like, what do you mean? They were bland and flat, and when they did have a personality, it was awful. Do you even include Wylan in this? Like, how can you hate everyone's favorite demo man too? Like, I get with Kaz, definitely with Matthias, because he is, a grumpopotamus, but, we still love him either way, because this is a circle of love. Clearly, this review section is a circle of hate, and I'm gonna close this out, because I don't need this anymore. Okay, next one, let's do The Stationery Shop by Marjan Kamali. The food descriptions in this novel were great, and the cover art is lovely. Okay, cool. If only this had been a cookbook. Overall, I found the book irritating. The concept was good, but it was ruined by unbelievable characters, a melodramatic plot, and easily avoidable inaccuracies. Define inaccuracies. Like, what do you mean, Julia? Okay, next one. If you can't say anything good, don't say anything at all. Okay, but you still rated it 1 star, so that's saying something bad. This book was pretty awful. The author was trying to do so many different things without doing any of them well. Less is more, quality over content. I don't agree, but okay, whatever. Okay, next one is an all-time favorite of mine. It's a Taylor Jenkins Reid book. It's The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, so it's gonna break my heart to see if it's really bad, but let's do this. Wow, this was awful. The content is of the supermarket tabloid variety, and the writer lacks all subtlety and grace. She might as well have beaten you over the head with a mallet as to introduce her themes. This book is the stuff that gives chick lit a bad name. You and I clearly read 2 different books. Supermarket tabloid variety. That was kind of upsetting. I was so disappointed at this. Started with a good premise, but by the end had devolved into persuasive essays on modern political hot button topics. There were a lot of unbelievable scenarios. Some of the marriages seemed forced to provide a theme of lots of marriages. The events of the twist didn't really make sense. An 80-year-old using all contemporary and politically correct phrasing. Also, too much descriptive sex. She has nice breasts, we get it. I recently just read The Atlas 6, and one of the characters in this book is constantly praised for being beautiful. Honestly, that's like her entire personality trait, being pretty. So I guess that kind of pushed the same buttons for this person, but some things I don't agree with, like those unbelievable scenarios. I mean, Elizabeth Taylor in real life had a lot of husbands. How do you think she did it? Wow, you guys really rant. Like, these are chunky pieces of text. I want something that's a little more fun-sized because I'm not having a whole lot of fun going through this. Okay, so we're gonna do A Man Called Uwe. I loved Bachman's Beartown. I haven't read Beartown, but I'm going to be among the minority with A Man Called Uwe. I couldn't get past Uwe's dismal personality. This book hit me the same way as a confederacy of doomsits and Catcher in the Rye. I haven't read either of those, given how much I was struggling to say the first word. Each book has a belligerent main character. I just don't find these type of people amusing. Okay, understandable. I really tried to finish the audio since it's a book club choice. Oof, okay. I stopped after listening to Ube's bad moods. After 6 hours, with only 3 hours to go, I abandoned the book. Oh. Okay, I do understand that because Ube can be really irritating. He actually was pretty irritating in the book. I think I had empathy for his actions because he's been through a lot, and you get to see his experiences play out in the book. Why he is the way he is, why he shows restraint, and why he needs certain things a certain way. Like, that's how he maintains order in his life in a way. You know, that's what gives him comfort and what brings him peace. That's why he's so hard on his neighbors and so hard on the people around him. But I don't know, I could understand it, but I also understand that this would rub some people the wrong way. I understand. Utter tosh. This is bad in so many ways. Lame humor, stereotypical characters, predictable events, poor translation. Poor translation. You really dragged the translator into this too. I thought it was beautiful. I was underlining so many things in the book. And you were saying it has poor translation? I disagree. A total waste of valuable reading time. How on earth did books like these become so successful? I don't know. Maybe it's actually good and you're wrong. I just sound so salty. I swear I'm not like that in real life. Complete waste of time. The character of the grumpy middle-aged man with a good heart is just ridiculous. It's not ridiculous. It was literally a character like that in Home Alone, and that character is one of my favorites. Okay, let's continue with this trash post. The things that the author adds to make Uwe look enduring, like his obsession with slop cars, make him even worse. Equally ridiculous than the nosy and pushy Iranian woman neighbor. Let's do the Viscount Who Loved Me. I read this book before the show came out, so I really liked it at the time I read it, but in hindsight, I do see the problems with this book. I'm not giving a blind eye to it, just so you know. But this book does hold a special place in my heart, so you guys can do with that information what you will. But let's get into juicy 1-star reviews. There's one that says, "I hate Anthony Bridgerton." Listen, Linda. Okay, that is just not okay. It's just, I hate Anthony Bridgerton followed by ellipses. There's no justification. There is nothing. It's just the 1 star with the statement. This is not okay. This is not okay. The banter and tension was okay, but no stars to how the plot wrapped up. Basically, the Duke and I 2.0. Please come up with original plots. Oh my god. That being said, I'm so excited for season 2. Okay, I do agree with that. This is the Duke and I 2.0. I can't disagree with this. I have to agree with this because it literally feels like Julia Quinn did Control-C, Control-V. I'm watching the crumbs Netflix gave us of season 2 5 times, but I sure hope the lack of consent is not gonna make the cut. Okay, this was on the 11th of October, 2021. I think we can all agree. There was, you know, very clear consent in the series, and that was hot. Okay, that was very good. 1.5 stars. While it wasn't as bad as the first book, I didn't care for this book, didn't enjoy the characters or find them charming in any way. Okay, I get it. The book counterparts do have problems, but I think the characters were not terrible. I mean, Anthony had issues for sure. I'm like trying to defend this when I know what the glaring problems are. I'm just, you know what, I'm just gonna stop. Yeah, I'm just gonna wrap it up here. Yeah, so hope you had fun watching me kind of lose my shit a little bit. Hopefully that was fun for you. It was not very fun for me, but it was kind of interesting to see why people dislike the books, I guess. But other than that, I never want to go through this again. That's gonna be it for this video. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down there. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.